This is an emergency, I beg an urgently. This is a serious case. The way you put in work on me, just like a surgeon when you operate that ways.
All right, I got it on record. Oh yeah. All right. That Florida water, Lord, I can't do nothing without that. Okay, all right. So now we get ready to start. Let me put a little. Let me put a little bit of this Florida water on my hands, and we can go from there. All right. So I shuffled the cards a little bit. So you know, so this is your first reading from me? Is this your first reading?
It is. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes,
You can.
I can, yes ma'am. So,
Okay.
so I do your Celtic cross. I do your 10 card spread via the Celtic cross. Before I go to each house, I talk about what's in each house before I move on to the next house. You can ask for a clarifier. When you get to your 7th house, you must ask for a clarifier. That's just my personal rule. I don't need to know your birthday or your zodiac sign. That's not important to me. What's important is your energy, not the energy of your archetype. Third, just be free with the spirit and know that this is a conversation you're having with the spirit, so feel free.
Okay.
All right, so your first name for. Do I have permission to cut your cards?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, huh. Okay, first card, I'm looking. Second card, okay. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 9, and 10. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm kind of smiling at this right here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Oh boy. I gotta get a new deck of clarifying cards. This deck is out of print, and it's $200 and something to replenish this. The most expensive is $450. Cheapest is $200.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I gotta get these. They don't even make these no more. So I'm gonna seeking about a lot of. So let's start with your reading. So in your first house, your first house is represented by the ego. How you see yourself, what you think of yourself, and just it represents basically how you look at yourself. It's ruled by Aries and it's governed by Mars. These are action planets, war planet, action planet. And in your first house of how you see yourself, you have the Earth card, the World card. Basically, you see yourself as that person that's omnipotent with any ability you have. You see yourself as having it all right now. Why do you see yourself as having it all, but you feel as if you don't? they saying
That
that
is a very good question.
they say there's a sense of lack here. Like like you got everything you can ever wish for, or you know how to get everything you ever wish for, but there's a block there. There's something saying, you're doubting yourself on something. Would you like to ask this card a question?
Yes, I would like to have a better understanding on why the cards feel I have everything.
Cards, you gave her the earth in the upright position. What are you saying? What are you saying? This is how you see yourself, what the Spirit is saying. So you see yourself, or you not see. You have known yourself to have everything. You know you have the ability to achieve everything you want.
Yes.
But you are not doing it due to a mental block. So, but why give her a question about this everything. Give her a question about this everything. How she see herself as having it all. All right, so you're doing some prosperity work on yourself, and it's starting to show a little bit. So you see yourself. So you've been doing some prosperity work on yourself. That's how you see yourself, as having everything, but you got doubt because it's not manifesting quick enough. So that's what they're saying.
Right, that's true.
Okay, I'm like, wow. But note that they're gonna give it to you because you manifested yourself as having it all. They're gonna give you all. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so moving into your second house. The second house is ruled by Taurus and is governed by Venus. Taurus is very stubborn and cautious. Venus has love and truth and passion. And in your second house of economic affairs, but current economic affairs, you have the undines and the mermaids in the upright position. This tells me that with your current money that you're very emotionally tied, but you're emotionally tied to it because you are placing yourself in an emotional state about this money, meaning that they saying it's all a thought process. So past, present, and future, you're tying this to past, present, and future emotional when it comes to your current economic affairs. So so this card is showing somebody at the bottom of the ocean holding on to two stones trying to ground herself, two shells trying to ground herself in this emotional state. So you're trying to have mental control over how you're spending your money, how your money is going out. Notice the key word,
That's not bad.
Notice the key word, it says you're trying.
Right.
That so when they say focus on the trying is, but there's always something popping up. There's always a bill popping up. There's always somebody in need of something that's coming to you for help. So you're trying to steel yourself. So you're trying to figure out that how can I say no without being a bad person type energy.
Right.
This is what's going on with your current money. The Spirit just said that keep your damn money to yourself.
Okay.
Would you like to ask this card a question?
I think that's pretty clear because I had a question as to whether or not I should help a person in the situation that they in, and that was my question. So the Spirit said keep my money, so
Don't get
I
it.
will.
This person ain't worth it. That's the word. They tooting their lip up at him. They say this person ain't worth it.
They said the person not worth it?
That's right. They're not worth your money. I don't know who this person is, but they got their own lesson. They got their own battle to fight. They're not worth your charity. Either they not gonna be a good steward of that funding, but they say don't. They're not worth it.
Okay.
All right. So moving to your third house. Your third house is ruled by Gemini and is governed by Mercury. Your third house represents communication. Communication in the good sense, communication in the bad sense. Just communication. Time and distance doesn't matter with this form of communication. And in your third house of communication, you have the air element in the upside down position. Having the air element in the upside down position tells me that you really aren't speaking to nobody. You are like a damn recluse with your words. You're cutting yourself off from the world?
That's true.
You're not letting anybody in, and it's your house of communication and air
I
element.
talk to my family.
Okay, family is one thing, but why are you cutting everything off? Do you know that part of the human experience and nature is communicating?
Well, I've been kind of like cutting myself off is because I'm focused on achieving what I want.
Okay, so there's a purpose then.
Yeah, I just don't want a distraction.
Okay. Okay, no distractions. Okay, gotcha. Spirit said he can accept that. He just don't want you to sit up there and be like, oh, I'm so jaded. I'm not talking to nobody. Would you like to ask this card a question?
Who is there people? In what ways does he feel I need to communicate? I mean,
What
do you mean by that?
Spirit, what way should she be communicating? What are you trying to tell her? What way she should be communicating? It says balanced career and home life. So
Okay.
evidently you're not talking about whose role is whose. You know what I'm saying? So you got a balanced career and work life. So you need to be talking about your job and your home. These are the two things that you need to be adamant about speaking about. But the rest of it, you can keep everything to yourself. So I'm just gonna say, if you have a partner, you gotta get that partner to understand the importance of your work and your career, or the importance of your home life, where you stand in your home life. That's basically what they're showing me.
Okay.
Now we're finna move to your fourth house. Your fourth house is ruled by Cancer and is governed by the moon. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac sign, very nurturing, very caring. That's what Cancers do. But the fourth house holds a secret. Always, what's done behind closed doors. You know that's where that statement come from. And so you have the moon governing this. Now your fourth house represents your actual house, your home, where you live. It could represent your city or your state, but in this case, we're gonna say your home. And in this house right here, you have the 8 of water in the upside down position. This tells me that you let go of some fear-based system that was inside your home. Like you let go of thing that you was really fearful of. You were fearful of expressing your emotion because you felt you were gonna get taken down or taken out. You were gonna get walked away from, pushed away. I mean, just destroyed in this situation. So this is what happened in your fourth house. But they saying here's the secret. It's the moon. They said the moon is basically revealing light on the fact that this danger still is there. This danger is still there. Although you don't fear it anymore, what went on inside your house, the danger is still lurking around, and you're prepping for it. Would you like to ask that card a question?
Prepping for danger in my own house.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate on what you mean by that, Spirit.
Spirit, elaborate for her what you mean about she's gotten over the fear of the danger in her home, but why is she prepping for it? Why is she prepping? You're prepping for the energy healing portion of it. So it was a very emotional time for you about 4 months ago.
Oh yeah.
Because it's in your fourth house and they told me 4. So 4 months. I'm not saying 4 weeks. This is 4 months. And it was a very emotional time for you. A very fear-based time. I mean, this is where you was having all kind of ideas and you was afraid people was going to shoot them down. Just so emotional in this house. But they're not showing me whether this came from a man or a woman. But now that you have overcome this fear of getting taken advantage of, getting shot down, just getting made to look like a damn idiot or a fool or talked against. That's the key word, what they're saying, made to be talked against. It says now you're doing an energy healing thing, that you're prepping to go and heal yourself from all this. Now, either you sent somebody away, or they saying you had to send somebody away. I don't know what that's talking about. You disconnected from somebody big time.
Okay.
Do you know who is this person you disconnected from?
I'm wondering if they mean my ex-boyfriend that I disconnected, that I sent him away because he wanted to come back and I refused to allow him to.
Not the ex. It's not the ex.
Okay, or is it the man that I'm kind of like dealing with now, and it's a long distance relationship?
He don't generate enough fear for you. This is in your home.
It's not that.
This is in your home. You detach from something,
In my home.
someone in your walls. Let's say if you live with a cat, you was afraid the cat was gonna scratch you one day, so you got rid of it.
I don't have anybody living with me, so I live alone.
Is
So
it the
that
three?
is,
Can we say the three closest friends next to her, Spirit? Because she had fear, and she overcame a fear of something inside her home.
I will tell you some of the things that I've been through over the past 4 months.
Okay, then.
I just came through an experience as far as getting my finances in order, and it just seems like different government agencies were coming at me at one time, and that was a fearful situation, but I overcame it.
Were they trying to take your house?
No, basically it was a situation they were trying to take my money.
That's a fearful situation, emotional energy healing. But they saying bring this to a person. They say same incident, but bring it to a individual. Was it a lawsuit from somebody? They saying they saying you can't make it about a government entity or principality. They saying you gotta see that they're talking about a person. You are not afraid of this person. Maybe it's the judge. You wasn't afraid of the judge. Maybe it's the systematic person that's over it, the supervisor. You wasn't afraid of that supervisor. You removed yourself from the supervisor. Now it's time for energy healing. The supervisor of the entity that was coming after your money. But they saying in your house, this is a tangible flesh and blood person. This is not a principality.
Wow, that's deep. I don't know who they're talking about over the past 4 months, in all fairness and honesty, because I live by myself. But I will think on that.
You guys got to give her some clarity, man, because who is it? Get one more card. The person. Give her the inkling of the person. Give her the inkling of the person. Give her the inkling of the person. It says find the balance in your current situation.
Okay.
This person you got counsel from. They saying the person you spoke to, you got counsel from, and it says find the balance in your current situation. You stop listening to this person.
Okay. Is it the counselor, EFI counselor that I talk to every now and then?
Ha ha! That's it. He was in your house. He gave you something. What did he get?
Okay.
Somebody put something in your house. So I'm gonna say if you were getting counsel, you stop listening to this person because you stop being afraid. You stop being afraid.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna explore that one again. But you stop being afraid and everything. But this is 4 months ago. Dead to the head 4 months ago.
Okay. Because basically I had went to him a few months ago because I wanted to talk to him because I was considering going to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to know if it was a good time for me to go and if the situation was good. And the vibe he was giving me wasn't really, how can I say, it wasn't really one that it settled well with me. I'll just put it that way.
Okay then.
So I just filed it away, and I'm like, I'm situation, and I'll take what he says. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I'm going to follow my own way. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, because that is your house and your home. And yeah, that's exactly what it is. Energy healing. You going to average to get healing. I can see that. Find the blessing in your current situation. You know, you're just going to take it with a grain of salt and just focus on doing something that. That's it. Well, I knew it. They said it wasn't a principality. The spirits were saying this is a person, and I guess they couldn't give me his name because I guess he in the spiritual practice too.
Okay.
And there's rules to this. We can't talk against anybody in the spiritual practices. There's rules because they have a different style than we do, different thing. But it's all one source, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna move on to your fifth house. Your fifth house is controlled. Your fifth house is ruled by Leo and is governed by the sun. Your fifth house represents your sex life, your entertainment, and your luck. Sex life, entertainment, and your luck. And in your fifth house, that's ruled by Leo and the sun, you have the 8 of air in the upside down position. So now it's saying, basically the spirit is telling me that you're going to be a little more freer with your sexuality. You're going to be a lot freer with it. As far as entertainment, you're going to start making your own choices to do this, to go places, to entertain yourself. They just keep showing me a person that's alone. They're showing me a loner here. They're showing me a person that's going to be doing things by themselves, making their own decisions.
Right.
So you don't have a partner in this situation. Would you like to ask this card a question?
Well, I would say this, that I know that I'm by myself now because I'm in a situation, and I could tell you, I'm in a situation where I was trying to get my partner here. He's actually overseas.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the reason why I'm by myself.
Okay. You got a lot. You're open. You're gonna be making moves on your own. So your partner not gonna come no time soon. I'm just letting you know. Unless you got $1 billion, unless you got $1 billion to get his ass over here, he's not coming no time soon. Okay.
When you say he's not coming no time soon, I'm thinking more like 7 or 8 months from now.
Yeah. Put it a year from now.
Okay.
But make him prove himself, please. Don't just be some sugar mama.
Right.
You know you're going down that path, right?
I would want to.
But I'm telling you, you're going down that path. The spirit just stood up and said, don't be so naive to be sending your money overseas. So why haven't you looked for a mate here in the States?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. After my last encounter with my ex, it really hurt me. I mean, it really hurt me to the point where I said that I was going to look for a man with certain attributes. And so that's the reason why I did what I did, because I wanted a man who is truly African, understands the importance of family, and understands the importance of taking care of a home, and that hasn't been brainwashed by our customs here in the U.S.
Okay. So when you get to your 7th house, I really think you should ask questions about this fellow. This is what you should be asking questions about. All right. But as far as your 5th house, what it told you, do you have any questions?
No.
All right. So now we're going to go to your 6th house. Your 6th house is ruled by Virgo and it's governed by Mercury. What are you saying? All right. Your 6th house is ruled by Virgo and is governed by Mercury. Your 6th house represents economic affairs, but future economic affairs. So now they telling me you get taken advantage of because you're on the bed sick, and I'm gonna show it to you. This is future economic affairs. You're lying on the bed in all white, sick. You're gonna get taken advantage of from a spiritual perspective. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me?
I'm listening to you. I'm writing it down.
You're gonna get taken advantage of. This card is not saying there's a potential, there's nothing. Future economic affairs, you're gonna be depressed because you're gonna get taken advantage of on a spiritual level. Do not continue talking to these spiritual psychics and all that stuff until you do your personal research. You have just as much access to the spiritual world as I do, as the people from Africa. We all do. It's part of us. We're source incarnate. So I'm going to need you to stop looking for answers via someone else and look for answers to yourself, because there's a spiritual man that's going to take advantage of you.
So how do I stop this?
That's a great question. How does she stop this spiritual entity, spiritual person from taking advantage of her? It says you have to listen to what he's saying. If this person is always sitting up there telling you how you need to be clean and how they telling you need to go feed something. The person that's telling you need to go and feed something is the person that's going to take advantage of you.
Okay.
So don't go feeding anything and don't go shelling out your money for anything.
Now, I will tell you this. Now, lately, I have been doing like my own little work, and I'll give little offerings to like Shango and Oya, and they shoot, and I would do that. You know what I mean? Because of certain things that I'm trying to accomplish, and I do my little spiritual prayers. But a lot of times when I do like these divinations, they will basically, the E5 Babylon will tell me, okay, this is what your offerings is to this spirit or that spirit, so on and so forth.
All right, so let me help you with something right quick. I'm not, and trust me, I'm not going against any Ifa priest, because everyone has their own way of communicating and doing things. But in your case, if you have the spirit of divination, you don't need to be backed up by an entity to utilize it. So you don't have to drop money in that circle every time you want to access the power. You don't have to drop money in that circle every time you need to speak to him. You don't need to drop money in that circle for every little spiritual thing. The spirit of divination comes natural to all of us. It's called instinct. It's called gut.
Right.
So don't allow anybody to take advantage of you. Definitely not a spiritual person. And you don't need, listen to me, you don't need a cleaning. Before you even get to asking, is something on me? Do I need a cleaning? I'm telling you no. Don't let nobody tell you need to go get clean. You don't. I don't sense no stank on you.
Okay.
So listen to this card so you don't get taken advantage of. If they constantly telling you drop money in a circle, or you need to buy this, or I need to clean you and do all this, that's wrong. These people are going to take advantage of you. Not saying your spirit, your Babalu, I was that, but you're talking to more than one of them. You know that, right?
Well, I was talking to just him, and then I was talking to you. That's it.
But I'm not the
Now,
Baba.
as far as, sometimes I like to donate money to causes that are important to me, and when I see people that's doing the work, I'll donate, but that's not nobody telling me that I have to do this.
Well, don't. I'm telling you, keep your money to yourself. Keep your funding to yourself on all occasions. You're gonna get, the spirit is saying you're gonna get taken advantage of spiritually. It's not going to come from me because I don't see anything other than this card reading that I can assist you with. You don't need a spell. You don't need a cleansing. You don't need none of that there. So I'm telling you, coming from me, the Baron, there's no financial thing I can accept from you at this point because you're not dirty and you're okay. But don't let nobody take advantage. Don't let nobody take advantage of you, okay?
Okay.
So now we're going to move into your 7th house. Your 7th house is ruled by Libra and it's governed by Venus. Your 7th house, Libra represents justice and or balance. Venus represents love, passion, and truth. And in your 7th house, that represent marriage, matrimony, and all that stuff there, the couple dating, you have the 10 of water in the upside down position. Having a 10 of water in the upside down position meaning that you are well that you are single. You are well aware of it and you don't care. You don't care. You are really vetting people. When I say vetting, you are vetting them quite well. But here is something that I have to tell you. You're not vetting enough. The thing comes to mind is you need to ask the question, why can't this person come over here now? Why does he
Why
need...
can't this...
I'm just throwing him out there. Why does he need your funds to get over here?
Because he lives in Africa and he's having some hard times getting over here and his economics is not the same as mine.
That's not true. You think Africa is poor?
I know Africa is the country. Africa isn't poor. No.
Those people, let me tell you one thing. I really got to let you know about this. Half of my clients are from Nigeria, Sudan, South Africa. And I asked them, I say, man, is this really village over there? If people don't have money, they say only in certain countries where there's still civil war breaking out. But for the most part, these people drive nice cars, live in nice houses, go to movie theaters and all that other shit. They have it going on. So, reason what the spirit is telling you, do not get taken advantage of. Your vetting process need to be a little bit more. Don't be catfished. If that's something,
Right.
You really got to look into this. That's why they say don't send no money over there. Maybe the spiritual man that's going to take advantage of you is this man who's down to earth and spiritual from Nigeria who knows the Ifa tradition. And maybe he can be blowing smoke up your ass in order to get you to send him money, and then every time he don't come over here. I don't know.
Oh, the spiritual man isn't from
No.
Nigeria. The spiritual man is from New Orleans.
Man, I really want you to back up from all the spirituality stuff and just focus on your own energy making shit happen for you. You got more than enough sitting inside of you. Okay? But listen to me. Outside of this, you have the 10 of water upside down and your 7th house, meaning that you're being very logical and that you're vetting, but you should vet more. You should vet this more. You should look very deep into this. You should look very, very, very deep into this. Ask this card a question, please.
Okay, how can I not get taken advantage of? Let me see. On a spiritual level and a relationship level, because I got two things going on right now.
You do. How can she be protected in this situation not to get taken advantage of on a spiritual level first? It says you need to choose peace. So you need to get at peace with yourself. If you get at peace with yourself, you'll realize that you don't need nothing from nobody, no spiritual man. You don't need guidance. You don't need anything. So you have to choose peace. Choosing peace, they saying choose peace within yourself. And this card is flying everywhere. This card is flying everywhere. So you need to choose peace. so you don't get taken advantage on a spiritual level. How can she avoid getting taken advantage of a relationship level? It says spiritual laws of attraction. You really got to vet these people. You got to call in exactly what you want. Spiritual laws of attraction. That's how you don't get taken advantage of. Don't look at the beauty. Don't look at the spirituality. You need to write that letter down the proper way so that you can call in the man you want. So the spirit is saying, I normally wouldn't release this. I was going to do a separate video on this, which I'm going to do a separate video, but I'm going to give you, they say give it to you right now, because you're going to get catfished and you're going to get taken advantage of. Okay? That's the bottom line. They tried to give you a warning, but they said I need to be very blunt with you. That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
So this is what I need for you to do. Tonight, I need for you to take a piece of paper out, and I need you to write down what the
You need me to do what?
Take a piece of paper out, and I need you to write down each sin. I think it's 7 or something in the Bible. 7 sins. Now, out of those 7 sins, you're gonna build you a man. I bet you say, Baron, what the hell is you talking about, right? So you're gonna build you a man from these 7 sins. So I can go down each one, but for the sake of the video, I'm not gonna go down each one. But I'm just gonna.
I'm familiar with them. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So now when you go, let's say, and you got to do it in this and like this. When you go to lust, you want a man to lust after you. You want a man that is going to lust after you, and you lust after him. You want a man that's going to kill for you, and same thing, you will kill for him. You want a man that's going to be greedy for you, and you will be greedy for him. If you go down all these 7 sins and you build your man off of the 7 sins and link your man to those 7 sins, what else do you get out the deal? You get exactly what you want. Thou should not lust. Who the hell say you can't lust? We humans. We look, we see an ass, we see a dick print, we see titty bumps. We gon' lust. I wonder how that look. I wonder how that would be. I wonder how that would feel. We human, right? So why the fuck should we deny what we really want? That makes people cheat. That makes people insecure. So I'm teaching you how not to get catfish right here, because they're saying catfish coming. So when you design your man, and there's a lot more into it, when you design your man after the 7 sins. And then, so when you lust, when you come home and you see that man, you're gonna lust for him. You're not gonna lust for another man, because your lust attention is turned to that man. He needs to be feeling the same way. I want a man that will lust after me. So he's not gonna lust for another woman. He's gonna lust for you. I need a man that'll choke a goddamn a stick because he thinks it's a snake for me. You need to have that same thing. I need a man that'll kill for me like I kill for him. I need a man that'll go hard in the paint for me. And I teach a class like this, but when you select your person off of those 7 sins, then you just overcame every sin you can have. And that's another step to enlightenment, which where you're going right now. But you're finna suffer a setback because you're gonna get taken advantage of. So that's what the spirit wanted.
Basically, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna ask the spirit right out.
Okay.
Should I leave him alone?
Spirit, should she leave him alone? Should she leave him alone, spirit? You tell her. It says, focus upon your strength. Spirit, should she leave him alone? It says, flow of prosperity. Should she leave him alone? It says, priorities. Focus upon your strength. Focus upon your strength. Flow of prosperity and priorities. Get rid of this person. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing right here for you, because you're focusing on something else. You're not focusing on your strength here. Then, should you leave this person alone, they're looking at the flow of prosperity you can bring. Your flow of prosperity is being redirected somewhere else when you can be using that energy to build your life and build yourself a better situation here for the man you want right here, right now. Something you can physically, tangible, look at, touch, and feel. Then it says you got to get your priorities in order. Don't let one past relationship that hurt you stop you from dating all of the American men. Not saying I'm going against any of my brothers in Africa, but in this case right here, this person is not right for you. This person is not going to be here, and you're going to continuously send this person money for a whole year, and then the communication stops. You're going to get taken advantage of.
Okay.
Leave this person alone. Focus on something here. It's a lot of decent brothers here that you can put your money on, dressing yourself up, buying you those nice bras, those tight pants, those nice shoes, and that smell good, and walking out there, thumping it and jumping it and bouncing it around, enticing the ones right here that when you very close to them, you can feel that energy.
And I think I know why they say I'm gonna be taken advantage of. I think I understand that.
Okay.
Because I'm the type of person that if I really care about somebody, I'll invest in them. You know, and that's what it's about. It's about investing in them because I see potential, especially when it's in a relationship, and I see that the person might not. My thing is this: when I date a person, it's like I'm looking at his heart, not necessarily his pocket. So I was looking at the value of who he was as a man and what he could bring to the table. So I knew he was trying to have a better life, so I just sent him to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I sent him to Dubai, thinking that he would have a better life and a better opportunity, and he's not even making the best choices where he is, because if somebody gave me an opportunity like that to get out of my current situation, come hell or high water, I would make it work.
You suck this man to the richest. You suck this man to paradise with your money.
I sent him to Dubai, I sure did.
What is wrong with you? Do I need the Baron to take over this reading?
What's that?
Do I need the Baron to take over this reading?
Yeah, he can take over the reading.
Baron don't got a filter.
Oh, well, maybe not then.
Yes, don't. But the Baron says, "Are you kidding me?" The Baron is sitting up here holding his penis in his hand, and he's like jumping up and down saying, "Are you kidding me?" Meaning that you're making him like angry in a funny way.
Okay.
Don't get taken advantage of. And he said he's surprised he had to work that hard to get you to see that you was gonna get taken advantage of. He's amazed at this, and he's like, "Are you kidding me? This lady out of her goddamn mind." He wants to curse a little bit, but I gotta hold him down because he gets a little agitated. But listen to me. All jokes aside, this is a done deal with this fella. You don't think he in the box screwing somebody? I'm finna let the Baron say. I'm gonna tell you what the Baron said.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he is.
So don't waste your damn money sending him over there. Okay? I'm not even gonna give you a chance to even speak. Done deal. Baron said done deal. You send any money over there, Baron said he gonna make it hard on you. Now you don't want the Baron to come and fuck up your world. Don't do it. Let this guy go. So now I'm finna move to your 8th house. Baron said done deal. He threw his hat.
Okay.
Done deal. So moving to your 8th house. Your 8th house is ruled by Scorpio and is governed by Mars and Pluto. So this is your subconscious mind. This is what you're thinking. This is what you're manifesting. I want you to know what the Baron just said to me. He said this is what you're manifesting. And in this house right here, you have the message from the earth in the upside down position. Having the message from the earth in the upright position, you win. You get gold, money, prosperities, everything. But having the message from the earth in the upside down position means you lose. In the back of your mind, you knew you was losing. In the back of your mind, you knew you were doing this shit out of frivolous. In the back of your mind, you were trying to convince yourself that this is going to be good and it's going to turn out good for you. So you lost. You imagine yourself lost. You manifested lost. So you just lost financially in this case. You're losing financially.
With the man?
With the man, with a lot of stuff. Your issue is this. Your issue is this right now. If you call me, I gotta tell you the truth. If I don't, Baron is gonna dog me out. This is your issue right now. Your issue is you're trying to have faith in a world that don't have faith. You're trying to believe in a world of purity and honest people when this world is garbage. You are a glutton for punishment.
Okay.
Let it go. Be selfish. Be you. If a bitch can't pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, and I hate to sound like a politician, then it ain't your job to pull them up. Everybody got equal opportunities to do what they want. This brother in Africa is not suffering. He's smart enough to know what the fuck Dubai is. He's smart enough to know what it is, so he done seen pictures. He done had a desire to go there. You have to stop taking care of the world because this world is going to take advantage of you. And you almost got catfished out a lot more money. And not to mention the spiritual aspect of it all too, because the spiritual aspect, but you're thinking you're going to lose money, meaning that the spirit is telling me that in your subconscious mind, you knew you already lost that money. You just wanted to believe that it would come to you. Right or wrong? If I'm wrong, you say, Baron, you're out of your damn mind.
No, I'm not saying that you out your damn mind. In my mind, I had a dual consciousness in the sense that I was trying to help somebody, help themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
But it don't seem like that person was helping themselves.
No,
So therefore, it's like pull back.
You got to. Please.
That's all. I was just trying to help somebody help themselves. That's it.
Go dress yourself up. Take yourself out. Look good. Go do your thing and grab you a local man that you can read. Because you got the ability to read people when they're close. You got it.
So my question to you is this: how can I not lose in business? Because I am tired of my 9 to 5, and that's one of the main questions I had. I'm really tired of my 9 to 5, and I really want to move into my own business and be successful.
How can she move into her own business and get rid of this money-like situation mindset? What can she do to move into her own business? What can she do? Y'all show me something. I'm depending. It says detach from drama.
Detach from drama?
Yep. Detach from drama, meaning this is drama in yourself, in your mental capacity. Don't be dual-minded, as you put it, about moving forward in what you got to do. So if you want to start a business, start the business. Don't be dual-minded, saying that I need a man first. I need a support system first, because you don't. Don't be dual-minded, just do it. That's how you escape this job situation. Detach from drama, and the drama is in your subconscious mind, because you're fighting yourself in this. Makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, I've already started, and it's like I have been working on this for a while, but it just hasn't materialized into what I really want.
Okay. Yep. It's gonna be real. You're gonna do good. The spirit just saved you a lot of heartache. Okay? And you can focus on something else. So now we're finna go into your 9th house. Your 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius and is governed by Jupiter. Excuse me. Your 9th house represent what will become reality, what will become the future, what you're gonna manifest. You were manifesting lack in your 8th house. Now manifesting lack in your 8th house, you broke that lack of manifestation when they told you to detach from drama, to which they're telling me you are going to. This reading may take you by surprise and it's not sitting well with you, but they say you're gonna detach from drama. You're gonna take the advice of the spirit and thank you. But when it get up into your ninth house of what becomes reality, you have the fire salamander. You have the salamander in the upside down position, meaning that you're still not going to speak up when it comes to your reality. You're still going to be, so now you're finna be a recluse. You're going to retreat to yourself a little bit more. You're going to. I can hear it in your voice, and I could smell it in your DNA. You're gonna retreat. You're gonna fall back. Because they saying you're gonna have
I think I need to reassess some stuff.
Yeah, they say because you're lost, you're gonna fall back. But listen to me, you don't have to. You don't have to fall back. Your purpose is to keep moving forward. You just need to move forward. Now, falling back. And the outcome of this card reading is a beautiful thing for you. Because you're listening. That's all that the spirits are saying. When you call, we may be harsh. We may be careless at times. But the thing of the matter is, if you listen to us, we're not going to steer you wrong. And it's not me saying us. I'm talking about the actual spirit is talking. So, would you like to ask this card a question?
How can I move forward in a prosperous way?
How can she move forward in a prosperous way? Jupiter, take this. Energies of Jupiter. God is dead. How can she move forward in a prosperous way? It says health and healing. Again, you really need to get over that hurt. You really need to get over that hurt. You got health and healing. You really need to get over the hurt that was caused by that relationship. That shit is over with and done. You basing everything off of not running to another American jackass when you're sitting up there running away from your home. You understand what they're telling you?
Yeah.
Let that pain go. Because that pain is going to direct you down a road to where you're going to be trying to get vengeance. Or if you're not going to try to get vengeance, you're going to try to feel it with something else. This is a one recording, this is a one video reading.